to the Biz Gone Social podcast. We help entrepreneurs navigate how to get known, get customers, and get the edge over their competition. Here is your host, Lorraine Duncan.
Welcome, and here we are again with episode 14 this week. And my promise to you, as always, is I want to give you a little bit of verbal caffeine that will energize your social media marketing and help you stay social. So today, I want to talk about a few things. And we started last week a series on the power of connection. And to be honest, so many people are using the internet today to connect with people honestly, they want to connect with people to get more information, but more importantly, they just want someone that they can almost reach out and touch. Virtually, of course, that is. So I want to share some ways that you can really connect with others and through social media. And I thought, because last week I talked about how powerful a connection is, this week I kind of wanted to give you some ways that you can connect. So one of the things that I always like to tell my clients and the people that I'm talking to online is that sometimes we just need to focus. Sometimes we're just all over the place and we're not really doing one thing good. And so, I know I've been really guilty of this when I'll start watching a YouTube video and then I'll just keep on watching more videos. It becomes addictive after a while, but then I'm not even accomplishing my purpose. So again, as you know, I always tell you I tell everybody out there to have some goals. Have some goals that you want to reach with your social media so you know that you are connecting with people, because really the bottom line is it's really important that you are connecting with people on social media. So the other thing is I want you to start listening. Listen very attentively. This is what you do. You want to go on the platforms, the different social media platforms, and see what people are writing about. See what people are saying. Talk and look at the different subjects that are going on. Be able to listen so you know how to respond. And that goes hand in hand with my next little point that I want to make is you want to respond meaningfully. A lot of us just go through social media all the time and we hit like, and occasionally we'll write, like me, I'll write true that or something like that. But I've been making it a point lately to actually respond meaningfully. So if somebody says something, for instance, about flowers, okay, I'm just throwing this example out. I want to be able to respond about that flower and use that in the conversation, not just agree with it. And I think that if you do that, you're recognizing that person. And you know what? Humans really want to be recognized. We all want to be recognized. And that on social media comes in like retweets, likes, comments, and shares. So when you're out there, make sure you are commenting meaningfully and you're sharing. And when you share something, you're writing a little blurb, because that's really important. The next thing that I find very helpful in connecting with people is asking questions. And, I find that people love to be helpful. They genuinely want to help you. So when you ask a question, guess what? They will answer it. I love it. I mean, when I was starting this podcast, I went on to my private group and I literally asked how many of you would listen to my podcast if I had one. And I also asked, what time should I have it? When should I do it? And people were genuinely wanting to help me. And I think that that's so important. Something that I feel like social media has lost a lot of people in is this transparency. Some people find it very hard to be very transparent online. And, they want to keep some things private that maybe shouldn't be private. And then there are some things that I don't think should be shared on social media. But I think if there is always a lot of transparency in social media, that it means kind of like you're starting with honesty, you're being open, and you're also handling those difficult conversations. And, people look to see how you handle a difficult conversation. You don't want to come across, and I don't want to say this, but sometimes people, if you don't agree with what they say, they start bullying you. And that is really not a way to come across on social media. I also want to just, encourage you to take your time. There's a song out there I think it was by Billy Ray Cyrus a long time ago. It basically said, I'm in a hurry to get things done. I rush and rush until life's no fun. All I ever want to do is, and I forget the rest of it, but it was like, all I ever want to do is do something or die or something like that. I'm in a hurry to get things done. But the gist of it is we're always in a hurry to get things done. And on social media, there's the tendency of wanting it now, wanting your 10,000 followers on Instagram or wanting thousands of likes on Facebook. Success in social media really isn't about collecting followers or collecting likes, but it's about meaningful interactions. That's what I'm all about when it comes to social media. I want meaningful interactions. And then, of course, what's really important is if you have those meaningful interactions, you're starting to make those genuine connections. We have a job to do. We have something, of course, to sell. And sometimes we're keenly focused on those things that we want to sell in our business, or maybe our goals or objectives in our business. But, when you enter the social media channels, the focus needs to be on everyone you're trying to reach. And, people are going to tolerate your podcasts or your broadcasts or your Facebook lives or your articles or your meme or your blog post again. I mean, they're going to tolerate all those things. And some people may even welcome them. But really, the real reason that people are on social media is because they want to connect with you. So make sure that you are connecting with people and you're embracing those connections so you can be an amazing connector, but a genuine person while you are connecting. Lastly, and it's probably something that I have trouble with because I never really liked my smile, but you have to smile online. And, what attracts people? Think about it. Your positive attitude. So that's the thing that, when you smile online, it's not like this visual smile on everything you post, but it's kind of like your positive attitude. So with that comes, you want to thank others, especially for their feedback. And you want to really think the long term about what are you being portrayed as you, as yourself, or as your company. So, I think that there's many lessons to be learned when it comes to social media. And there's many lessons to be learned when it comes to connecting with people on social media. So this week, I want you to think long and hard about this one question that I'm going to end with. How are you really connecting with others through social media? And until next week, I'll see you soon.
Thanks for listening to the Biz Gone Social podcast. Find us on Instagram at Biz Gone Social for extra tips. Check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, stay social.